Hello? I'm gonna wait for at least one person. Just one person will do. Uh, we'll go for 5 minutes, and if no one shows up within the first 5 minutes, like always, we'll just end the stream. And the only reason why I mention this at the beginning of every video is because, like, just so you know, the policy, like, if you don't show up within the first 5 minutes of the stream, then I cancel it. And my hair is a freaking mess because I was sleeping and I did not bother to comb it for a 3 a.m. stream. I just hope you're back while I message. Okay, reconnected, no one's on. I'm just gonna wait for someone before I turn the Furb on. Furby's not gonna do anything different at 3 a.m. I already know that. Like, people have just been asking me, can you do a video at 3 a.m. with your Furby? It's not gonna do anything different. Like, I hope everyone understands that. Furby's not gonna do anything different at 3 a.m. than it normally does. It's just gonna wake up, be really loud, not shut up, and then, like, go back to sleep. It doesn't do anything different. But I messaged two of my friends that said they were going to join in. I can't guarantee they're going to, though, because they said they were going to join in, but we are, like, 2 minutes in, and no one has joined. So hopefully somebody joins by 5 minutes. Hopefully. One of my hats is on the ground. So we'll just wait, I guess. I already know the Furby isn't going to do anything different. I already know that. It's not like it has it in its programming to do anything different at 3 a.m. It's not like it's programmed to be, like, evil at 3 a.m. or anything. That's just clickbait everybody does. But it's a video that's been requested by a lot of people, strangely. Which I don't honestly understand. Because, like, everyone wants to see what happens. But, like, it's not like it's in a Furby's programming to do anything different at 3 a.m. And there's gonna be a few little kids in the comment section that refuse to believe that a Furby is an animatronic. But that's the truth. There's gonna be like one or two little kids watching this video that want to argue that a Furby is a living thing and that a Furby is not an animatronic, but you can honestly take the fur off a Furby and you can see the animatronic part of it. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't have the screwdriver to, and I don't want to go into my living room and wake everybody up. Okay, no one's joining on, so what? Door? No one's joining on, so what the heck? I might as well just put the battery in and show you guys it does nothing different. See, he kind of just wakes up. He just wakes up and does everything he normally does. Odd he decides to change personalities right as I do that.
Yay! Nunu Toto.
It's odd how you like to change personalities. I'm not gonna deal. I'm not dealing. I'm not dealing with that personality. Okay, yo yo yo. Yo yo yo. I'm not dealing with this personality at 3 a.m. It's probably the most annoying personality in the whole. It's probably the most annoying personality a Furby can have. Okay, there we go. It's back to normal. I changed his personality back. But yo, what's up, spicy meme lord? Like, the Furby doesn't do anything different at 3 a.m. Like, I can show you the clock over here. I can show you the clock over here. It's 3:05. It doesn't do anything different at 3 a.m. It's 3:05 a.m. Correct. And it doesn't do anything different. Except laugh oddly. Laugh more than usual, which is kind of creeping. I'm just, I just want I just want to go back to sleep because this thing is loud and I don't want to wake up anyone. Well, yeah. How's your technically day going? It's like very very early in the morning. It's like, what's today? Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know. It's like technically not night. I mean, it's dark as night. I mean, but it's actually the morning. So I'm tired, honestly, but I don't know how to get him to be quiet. Because, I mean, he's not that loud. He's not really any louder than I'm waiting till 6 so I can play Fallout. Well, why are you waiting until 6 o'clock to play Fallout? Like, you can play Fallout anytime. You don't have to wait until 6 a.m. Or, like, just sleep and then, like, just set an alarm for 6 a.m. Okay, let's all just be very quiet so this Furby can sleep and we can just have a nice conversation. Everyone just be quiet so that the Furby can sleep. Because I already proved it doesn't do anything different at 3 a.m. It doesn't have it in its programming to do anything different. Yeah, he acts like normal. He's not doing anything different. Take out the batteries. No, because he's already broken as he is, and I don't want to break him worse. I have to wait for him to fall asleep. Like, once he falls asleep, I take out the batteries. Once he falls asleep, I take out the batteries, but with how old he is and with how many problems he has with shorting out, I can't just take out the batteries, like, just, like, out of nowhere. I have to wait for him to be sleeping. Okay, you yawned. Can you actually sleep? You're obviously tired if you're yawning. Is that a growl or a purr? A prowl? I wait until 6 so my parents don't think I stayed up. Instead, they think I got up early. I mean, like, when you're in bed at night, like, quiet. When you're in bed at night, and you're like, when you're just laying in bed at night, you're like, but mommy, I'm not tired. And then you wake up in the morning, and you wake up in the morning, and it's like noon, and you're like, ugh. Because, like, people, like, they're like, I'm not tired, and then they just stay up. And then, like, the next morning, you sleep until, like, 12. And then mom's like, come on, we gotta go to Walmart. But you don't want to go to Walmart because you stayed up until 3 to do a video about a Furby. Because that's what normal people do, right? That's a small price to play Fallout. I mean, to be honest, I've never pulled an all-nighter. I mean, I probably could. Most of the time, I just like fall asleep because it's like, okay, you're lucky I can't take your battery out and just shut you up now. But, I've honestly never pulled an all-nighter. Like, most of the time, I probably could. I probably could pull an all-nighter one day. I just don't because I look at the clock and it's like, I don't want to, like, how do you stay up like 24 hours? To me, that's insane. Like, you gotta have at least a little bit of sleep. Like, you can't just stay up like 24 hours. At least for me. I mean, like, I've stayed up like, uh, I've stayed up like 20 hours before and gotten like 4 hours of sleep. But at least to get rest. I can't imagine, like, staying up 24 hours. And it's probably gonna happen one day. One day I'm gonna find myself in college and I'm gonna be staying up all night doing some project and I'm just gonna be like, I told myself I was never going to do this. Furby? Hush. Can you just like sleep? Why'd I ever wake you up? I don't know what that means. I have many distractions to keep me from falling asleep, like this stream that's ehi. I kept bothering you. You mean why? Not ehi? I mean, most of the time I just like watch Jacksepticeye a lot. Like I have a schedule. I'll like watch Family Guy and Rick and Morty for like 2 hours straight, and then I'll like talk to people over social media, and then I'll like watch Jacksepticeye for an hour, and then it's just like I have a schedule for when I want to stay up late. You're yawning. Can you actually sleep? I don't know what that means. What does do no coco mean? Does anyone here speak? I mean, we only have one person here. Do you speak fluent in Furbish? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear what he did? He's like, you didn't hear him. You didn't hear him going. You didn't hear him do that? Is he supposed to do that? Is the Furby meant to like whisper? It's the name that's creeping me out. I think it's done that before. I don't know. Maybe it's done that before. I'm not 100% sure. I don't, I don't know if it's done that before. It might have. Okay, I went back in the screen and that's creepy AF. Yeah, I think it's just, supposed... Okay, he's finally falling asleep, which is good. Yeah, I don't know if he's meant to do that. Okay, I'm instantly taking this thing's battery out because falls asleep, I take battery out for the night. I only put I only put one of the batteries. I always take one of the batteries out, and then whenever I want it to turn on, I just put the battery in. Because if I don't, then it'll glitch out and wake me up at 5 in the morning because it's glitching out and it's like comes awake at random times if I leave the batteries in. And I know that because that happened this morning. This morning I forgot to take the batteries out and he glitched out and woke me up at like 5 in the morning. So yeah, I think it's meant to do that. I don't know if it's meant. I'm pretty sure it's meant to whisper. I don't because I think it's done that before. I don't know. It's 3 a.m. I'm tired and I can't remember a lot of stuff that's happened. I believe it's whispered like that before. I because I don't. There's nothing in its programming to do anything different at 3 a.m. So, and my house is completely saged. I don't know why I do videos at 3 a.m. because my house is completely saged. It's safe from the evil spirits and the ghosts. I mean, unless we get a nice spirit, because the house is blocked from evil spirits. So unless we get a nice spirit, um, I mean, it's been very cold over here before. One time I was doing a stream just like right here, it was very, very cold. But that's the only weird thing that's ever happened. People said they heard whispering in the background of the chat, but I went back in the stream and I didn't hear any talking or whispering. I don't know if people were just trying to scare me. How do you block your house from spirits? It's called saging your house. It's an Indian thing. You buy a thing called a sage and you just like burn it and then you put it in all the rooms of your house and it protects it from evil spirits. Supposedly. I don't know if it actually works, but supposedly it protects it from evil spirits. And I've never had any weird stuff happen in this house. I mean, I've felt like I'm being watched every once in a while, but maybe that's just anxiety or something. But I've never had like weird encounters like stuff being knocked over or like hearing voices. I mean, I felt like I've been being watched and it's been very cold in some spots of my room every now and then, but nothing very, very weird has ever happened. I think just like the watching me is just anxiety, and something being very cold is just like the air. I go to my friends, so I just let them roam around. I don't think I have any ghosts in my house. I hope I don't. I mean, if it's a friendly ghost, if it's like if I have a Casper friendly ghost in my house, I'm fine if I have a friendly ghost Casper. But if it, I don't, no evil spirits can get into my house. As far as I know, I don't know if it actually works, but I've never had anything insane happen in my house. In one of my older houses, however, um, like in the house I used to live in, like all the way before I even started YouTube, I used to live down in Parker. Um, and that house was weird. Like there was like random laughing in the middle of the night. Stuff would fall off the shelves. Um, the first few nights we were there, I didn't have a actual bed. The first I swear I hear something in my living room. Is someone awake? Did I wake someone up? Nani? Like, am I just hearing things? I don't know. I think I'm just paranoid. It sounds just like the wind. It just sounds like the wind or something. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm not too worried about it right now. I mean, as far as I know, nothing bad's gonna happen at 3 a.m. So long as you're not like trying to disturb the spirits. So spirits, I'm not disturbing you. I'm just like doing a random uh, thing at this time. Investigate. I am not going into. First of all, my battery's at like 15%, so no, my battery's gonna die instantly. Lags, why? Who commented what lags on my video? Um, pretty sure it's just the wind. Like as far as I know, like even if the saging thing doesn't work, I don't like spirits aren't going to like mess with you if you're not trying to disturb them. Like spirits of the holiness, I am not trying to disturb you. I'm just doing a live thing at a very convenient time for you to be awake. Sorry. think it's just the wind. It's just sounds like the wind going through a window. It just sounds like the wind going through a window. That's what it sounds like. Just either that or it's my swamp cooler. I don't know. What were we talking about before that? Oh yeah, my older house. Like the first few nights we were in that house, me nor my sister had an actual bed, and just like in the middle of the night, like my sleeping bag would randomly come unzipped. First night we were there, my sleeping bag randomly came unzipped, and I'd zip it back up, and it zipped back down, and I zipped it back up, and it zipped back down. What did you just say? I didn't have time to read it. Something about ghosts. So the only word I could see was ghost. I'd zip it back up, and it zip back down again. I made a typo. Oh, well, you can just, like, fix it. I don't really mind. You're the only person here anyway. I don't think anyone cares if you make a typo. Unless, like, there's a difference between a typo and Google just auto-correcting your word into something ridiculous. Like the title of this video. I tried to type in Furby, but it auto-corrected to furry, and I had to delete the live stream and restart it because I didn't want people to think I was dressing up in like a furry costume at 3 a.m. Yeah, that would be a weird thing. That'd be a weird thing to happen. I don't even have like any costumes that fit me. I have like a cosplay of Dipper. I used to. I don't know where it went. Llama. I used to have a cosplay of Dipper. I mean, I still have everything, but the shorty shorts for Dipper. I don't I don't know what happened. I still have the vest and the hat. I don't know what. I probably have another red shirt around here somewhere. I still have the hat and the vest. I just need like jean shorts and like. I'm sure I have another red shirt around here somewhere. If I don't have a red shirt, then I'm just weird because I'd have every color of the rainbow in a shirt except red. Okay, yeah, the thing stopped. I think it was just a thing that was in my house. The noise stopped. My house makes random noises too. Like, my house will always make random bumps that I think are like footsteps. And it's just like random bumps that it makes. Like, the house will sometimes go dun 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 dun. And it sounds like footsteps, but it's really just like nothing. It's just like the swamp cooler I have. When I become a ghost, I'm gonna mess with my friends that are alive. If die and you notice weird stuff going on, then you just know I'm haunting you a little. Honestly, I believe that like if you die and you have unfinished business, you stay as a ghost, and if you've done everything you want to, then you go up to heaven, or you go up to heaven, or and if you do, you still go down to hell. There's heaven and hell, and like I think you people have a much higher chance of going to heaven because like so long as you don't like murder somebody, I think you're set for heaven. I don't really know what the things about is. I mean, like, I'm not really like a hardcore Christian or anything. I don't really even follow like a religion. I just kind of believe like you go to heaven or you go to hell, and if you have unfinished business, you stay on earth and you remain as a ghost and you finish that business. And once you finish that business, you go to heaven or you go to hell. That's what I believe. And I'm not even like a Christian, even. That's kind of just what I grew up with, what people told me, and what I believe happens. But I'm atheist. Are you honestly? Or are you just like saying that as a joke? I don't like, isn't an atheist like when you don't believe in any religion? Yeah, I am. Oh. Isn't an atheist where you don't believe in any religion? Yeah. Oh. Like, I don't believe in any, like, basically any religion either. Like, well, I mean, I'm somewhat Christian. I'm not, like, full Christian. Like, I don't believe in God. Well, I mean, I guess I'm like semi-Christian. I mean, I believe there's God. I believe there's the devil. I believe that cross necklaces keep you safe from any I believe cross necklaces keep you safe from any evil. Um I believe that once you die you go to heaven or you go to hell, or if you have unfinished business you stay as a spirit. That's just what I believe. I've never read the Bible. I don't even have any verses of it in my head. I don't even know any verses of the Bible. I have not read a page of the Bible. I do not know the story of the Bible. I know Adam and Eve stole a fruit from a tree and God got mad and something, but I don't know a lot about it. But you'll never know until you die. Most people commit suicide not because they're depressed, but because they want to know what happens when they die. I'm honestly very curious to know what happens when I die, but that's not gonna make me take my own life to know. I'm gonna be like, okay, when I'm finally old and when I'm old and I'm laying on in a hospital and and then my final thoughts are gonna be, I'm finally going to see what happens. And I don't know what happens. The two things I debate is you go to heaven or you go to hell. You stay as a spirit on earth or you get reincarnated. I don't know if reincarnation is true. I mean, sure know a heck of a lot of stuff about old cartoons that I did not grow up with. I know a heck a lot about Looney Tunes, but I barely ever watched it. And I kind of just knew it out of nowhere basically. I thought something in my head and then I Google it, see if it's true. And did I no, he didn't comment anything. And then it turns out to be right. So I know a heck a lot about Looney Tunes for some reason, and I barely even ever watched it as a kid. So I don't know where I get all that information from. I know a heck of a lot about old shows anyway. And I don't even know where I get the knowledge of it from, like Looney Tunes or old Mickey Mouse and all those other shows that were all back in the 80s and 90s. For some reason, I have a fascination with that era, and I didn't even grow up in it. I was born in 2005, so I have a much bigger. When I die, my skeleton and my ghost will battle for belongings. You spelled that wrong, but yeah. Good God. It's making me freaking hungry. Why is it making me hungry? Why am I hungry? I had chicken for dinner. I guess just being awake and talking, like thinking about it. I haven't eaten in I haven't eaten in 7 hours. So I guess that might explain it. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Yeah. I haven't eaten in 7 hours, which I guess could explain it. Considering that I'm fully awake and like I'm fully awake and I haven't eaten in 7 hours, so I guess my body thinks is it morning? Because I was in my bed the whole time, so my body's is it morning? Question mark. Food you want? Food do you want? No, I do not want. I mean, I do want food, but I don't want to wake anybody up in my house. I don't want to go into my living room and wake everybody up. I don't even know what I'm hungry for. I'm just hungry. Normally, I have chips in my room, or at least something, but I have cough drops in here. I can just chomp down on some cough drops. That's what I'll have. Sometimes at night, I sneak down and get the secret Chez. It's from my secret box of Cheez-Its. I mean, yeah, everyone in my house is asleep. It's good God, 3:30. Maybe should I end the stream? It's 3:30 and I should probably sleep. I mean, I'm awake as hell. I'm wide awake. But I mean, I don't know. No, like I'm wide awake, but like, hmm, I need the. Does my flashlight work while I'm doing a video, like a live stream? No. If I switch my camera the other way, my flashlight doesn't work while I'm doing the live stream. Sneak downstairs and have an adventure. I don't have a downstairs or an upstairs. I have a one-level house, and like I would, but I can't see. Oh, like I would, but I can't unless I have a flashlight in here in a someplace. No, that's not a flashlight. Do I have a flashlight in here? I don't think I do. No, no flashlight. I have stale chips. I don't want stale chips. I want normal chips. I don't want. I don't want stale chips. I want normal chips. I know my surroundings so I can move quickly in the dark. I can't. I mean, I used to be able to see amazing in the dark. I don't know what happened. I used to be able to see great in the dark. I don't know what happened to that skill I had. But Alex, I played Portal. You missed it. I played Portal in a live stream a long while ago after you requested it and you missed it. You missed Portal. Go back, you'll find it somewhere. Do I have a flashlight? I use the Furby's eyes, but no, because the Furby's gonna make noise. I would use its eyes, but it's gonna make noise and it's gonna wake someone up. Ultimate goal is to not wake anyone up at 3 a.m. because someone's gonna get mad. I mean, my sister would probably be fine with it, but like my stepdad too. He'd be fine with it. It's just my mom that'd be mad. Like, why are you up? Download Portal 2 so we can play it together. On what? Like, do you have a PC? Because I have it on the PC. I have Portal 2 on the PC. I don't know what you have it on. I don't know if it's compatible with everything. I have got to have something that emits light somewhere. There's no way I don't have anything that doesn't. Oh, is this the working one? Ha! We have a working flashlight, folks. Alright, I guess we'll go out and get food, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of hungry. What should I have? Just chips? I'm gonna get some chips. I don't have socks on, by the way. Okay, let's have an adventure throughout my very messy room. I'm going to get some. I've gotta be. I've gotta be quiet out here because I don't want to wake anyone up. So. Adventure complete. Okay, he left. I don't know where he went. He just left. Hold on. Hello. He went to get some food. What he said. I guess we'll end the stream at an hour. I don't know when these expire. Or expired. Does not say anywhere where these expired. The worst thing is I got sick. It's an unopened bag of Funyuns. How lethal can it be? You're still here? Okay, Alex, are you still in the live stream? Okay. It said there were 0 people. We got Funyuns. Mission complete. I'm very surprised no one woke up because the rattling of the chips should have done it. I don't know. January 30th of what year? January 30th, 328-331-901. 030430. Just says January 30th. My dad goes to work at this time and he caught me, but he didn't seem mad. I mean, like, we're like, hi, I'm getting a 3 a.m. snack. Nothing weird here. It says January 30th, but I don't know what year. January 30. There's no year on it. I bought that box this year anyway, so, or I didn't, my mom did. She bought that box this year anyway, so, it was back when school was still out. January 30th, 2012. No, thank you. You know, I've been to thrift stores that sell 50-year-old Coke. Honestly. I have been to thrift stores that sell 50-year-old Coke. Maybe even older. And is it just me? Or does every thrift store have an Elmo? Never fails. Every thrift store. No matter if it's family owned, if it's a giant business, if there's only one of that thrift store in the world, they always have an Elmo. It never fails. There's always a stuffed animal. They always have stuffed animals. There's always a stuffed Elmo in the toy section. What does IKT mean? I know, tight. I know, tight? Probably means I know, typo. I know, typo. I can't type. Oh. Oh, is that like a new thing? Or did you just come up with it? Is that the lingo people use now? Or is it just something you came up with? They say it's not good to eat right before you sleep because your body can't digest it. But if you're hungry, what are you supposed to do? You know, I was trying to say I know, right, but I can't type. Mama. Oh, okay. I used to have throat. I used to have a Furby that was from a thrift store, but the Furby stopped working and we didn't have use for it anymore. And if the Furby was broken and it was a the Furby was broken and it was a very common Furby, so we just like got rid of it because it didn't work and no one else would want it, and it was a very common Furby in which we could buy a working one online for like $2 more. So I ordered that Furby online. It's not here yet though. It's gonna be here on frickin' July 4th. 4th of July, Freedom Day. That's when the other Furby's gonna be here. So I have to wait until then because the only is it just me or the cheapest prices you ever get on eBay to buy something from are from China. Always from China. Why do you like Furby so much, Samo? I mean, it's kind of just like when I find something I really like and then I start collecting it. Like, I was just in that random thrift store and I saw the Furby, and for some reason I was like, I had never seen a Furby in real life before. And I'd always wanted a Furby, but I never got one. I'd always wanted a Furby. And then, like, I'd never seen a Furby in real life before. And now it's like, you know what? These things are cool. And, like, I mainly just want to get some of the limited edition rare ones, which are the ones I'm getting. They have a Santa Claus Furby. That's the other one that I had. It's a Santa Claus Furby, but it's coming in July, ironically. And also, they have a Millennial Furby. There's a Millennial Furby, like, because I'm a millennial. So I wanted to get a Millennial Furby because I'm a millennial. I mean, that's not much explaining. They have a Furby for almost everything. They have a Christmas Furby, an Easter Furby, a Liberty Furby, a Halloween Furby. Did I already say Halloween Furby? I don't know. They have a Furby for everything. And that's cool. And plus, if you get a giant collection of Furbies and then you sell it all at once, you can make 10,000 things of money. Now, your Generation Z millennials are Gen X. Millennials are people born between 2000. No. Millennials are people who are born from like 1997 through 1997 through 2006, I believe. That generation they call millennials. So I'm barely one of those, like 2 years ahead, and I wouldn't be. But still, I'm still a millennial. Is a Z millennial even a thing? Let me see real quick. I know it's like some year to 2006, and I was born in 2005, so I'm a millennial. It's like 19 something something to 2006. Okay, he left to check. Stream is going to an hour. Just so everyone knows, stream is going to an hour. This isn't even scary anymore. It's just like awake at 3 a.m. chilling. Not even scary. Hey, ghosts, you're not scary. It's 3 a.m. This is supposed to be the spoopy hour. And like nothing ever happens. We're just like up, awake, late, chilling at 3 a.m. It's rad. Holy crap. Was I exactly right? Ah, battery is low. What? Was I exactly right? Was I on the dot? Holy crap on what? What are you saying that about? Like, was I exactly right on the dot? 1987 through 2006? Was I, like, on the dot or something? Or are you saying that about something else? I don't know what you're saying. Oh my god, about. But you're a so you're a millennial. 1982 to 2004. Ha! What year were you born in? Like, yeah, what year were you born in? 2005. Ha 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 ha. Laughter in your face. You lied to me then. You said you were born in 2004. You lied to me. You lied to me. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Sixth grade. I remember. You said you were like 13 and you were born in like 2004 in sixth grade or something. I remember you saying you were like not 16, 13 in sixth grade. So I'm allowed to get the millennial Furby now. Llama, I remember. Yeah, yeah. That was a joke. Okay, well, it didn't seem like one. I'm gonna end the live stream at an hour, so we have like 11 minutes left to talk. This isn't even scary. We're just like chilling, talking at 3 a.m. This isn't even scary. I wish we had more people on though. What should we talk about for the last 10 minutes? I like how no one's asked me, like, nightmares. No. Anything but that right before I go to bed. I'm sad. You know why I'm sad? No one's ever asked me what inspired me to do YouTube. And no one asked me, and that makes me think no one cares. That makes me sad. Because no one cares. I think most people are just subscribed to me because my channel is related to people who do little skits with their FNAF plushes. What inspired you to... Well, thank you! How kind of you to ask! We have 10 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna explain it. I can't remember. I'm trying to think all the way back. It was way back in frickin' like when I was in 5th grade. Like, it was honestly my sister's idea, which I find kind of funny because I do YouTube a lot more than she does now. So it's kind of funny it was her idea. But, like, I had gotten, like, my first email, which was, like, my school email. And then, like, somehow she knew how to create a YouTube channel. I didn't. And then I kind of just, at first I didn't know where I was headed. Oh, there was a long time ago in, like, 2013, I used to watch a lot of toy reviews, so I did that all the way back in, like, 2015 when I first started out YouTube. I did, like, little, like, vlogs, and I did, like, a news announcement every day. I never do news announcements anymore. It's, like, a 1 in 5 month thing that I never do news announcements anymore. But, yeah, I used to do vlogs, and, like, the first review I actually ever did was on, I still have him over here. Is this? The first tour review I ever did was on this. I just, like, got shipped. It was just shipped to me in a random box. I don't know who from, I don't know why. I just got shipped a random Iron Man. It could have been a mix-up. Wow. Yeah, and then I inspired my friend to do it, and then, like, YouTube kind of just went on from there, and then I found Jacksepticeye. And Markiplier. Jacksepticeye more, but Markiplier too. Markiplier he's a little bit in there too. open it up. I might open it. Open it up. It might be a recording device. No, it's not. It's not a recording device. It's squishy. This is not. If it was a recording device, I couldn't squeeze its head and torso. It can't even see out anywhere anyway. But yeah, and then I found Jacksepticeye Markiplier. And around the time I started YouTube, a game called FNAF World had just came out. I was like, you know what? I barely even know what FNAF is. Like, seriously, I didn't find out about what FNAF was until like FNAF 4 trailer was just released, and my friend showed me the trailer, and I thought Bonnie was a cat. Like, for the first time I saw like Nightmare Bonnie jump scare at the end of FNAF 4, I didn't know who Bonnie was, so I thought he was a cat. Yeah, same. Like, same on what? Like, you didn't figure out about FNAF until the fourth game? Or you thought Bonnie was a cat? Like, I saw the Bonnie jump scare, and I'm like, oh, is that a cat? And they're like, no, that's Bonnie. And I'm like, and I just kind of went with it. Fourth game. Oh. Like, was that a cat? And they're like, no, that's Bonnie. And I'm like, what? And I just kind of went with it. And then, I never even played the fourth game. And FNAF World came out, and FNAF World is what kind of got me to understand the characters. And then Sister Location, which I never completed. And then FNAF, all the FNAF stuff and all that. But way back when, before I got a screen recorder, I used to have a tablet that I recorded all my videos on a long while ago. And I would put the tablet up, like, next at an angle of the computer. I'd put it next to the computer, and the screen would look weird, and it just, like, I just do videos like that. I didn't have a screen recorder. I just took a tablet and just put it by the side and made sure it captured the screen. That's how a lot of videos used to be. And the first video I ever did a screen recorder on was Happy Wheels. And by then, that game was absolutely dead. I started watching people like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and DA Games, and I've mainly just followed their community, and they inspired me to do YouTube mostly because, especially Jacksepticeye, when I first figured out who he was, like him explaining like who he is, and like he's like a lot Irish. I mean, he actually has an accent. I got rid of my accent a while ago. I can still talk in an accent if I want to, but I got rid of my accent a while ago. But like knowing there was another YouTuber out there that liked video games and was mostly Irish and like felt wait and like feels wait on what waiting okay whatever like feels the same way about the community in YouTube as I did. He was my main inspiration, and I played a lot of games that he played, and a lot of people said I copied him, which I did not, which I kind of did. I copied almost every game he played that was free. uh how do you have an Irish accent and an Australian accent? I have loads of accents. I have an Irish accent, or I have an Australian accent. I've got a British accent even if I want to. I've got 10,000 accents. I have 10,000 accents, but the one that was the worst was the Irish. The other ones you couldn't tell. I got rid of them really quick, but the Irish one was the one that overlapped all the other ones, and the Irish one was the one that was bad. So that's the one I had to get rid of. Uh, because my dad was in the army, so we moved around a lot. So when I was like first learning how to talk, the way I was taught words is the way I said them. So like at first I had an Australian accent, and then we went to England, and then I got an English accent, and then we went to Ireland, and then I got an Irish accent, and then we went to America. Now I have an American accent, even though you guys' voices are boring. I should just talk like this all the time. No, probably not Irish, because people are gonna say I'm copying. I should just talk like this all the time. Just this all the freaking time. Because you guys' voices, they're boring. You guys' voice, it's boring. You don't got any spice in your voice, mate. It's just boring. You don't got any spice, any stuff that I can't say because I'm not able to speak. This voice is boring. This is a boring voice. Boring voice of mine. Where were we? uh, so yeah, and then I finally met Jack at a convention, and then like we actually I haven't seen him since then. I haven't got to meet him ever since Comic Con 2016. I haven't gotten to see him since then. I haven't gotten to see Jack since Denver Comic Con in 2016. He was there, and that's the only time I ever got to meet face to face to him. And I just like gave him a drawing of a Septiceye, and I was not good at art back then. I wish I could give him like a really detailed drawing of a Septiceye now, because I am loads better at art than that. Yeah, that's the first time we met, and I told him like I'm mostly Irish, and he's what inspired me and all that. And he like thanked me and all that, and we got pictures and all that, and it was nice. And I also met Markiplier, and I will tell you, he is short. Markiplier is short. I've been to Colum. I have a Colombian accent, but I've never been there before. It's not full. I just pronounce stuff differently. Like I'll say Derek and Bach because those are words I learned in Ireland. It's just like certain words I learned in certain countries have certain accents. Most of them are all just used to American because uh I've been in America like 13, so about 5 years now. No, eight. 5 years was on the England and the Australian and the Irish. 8 years was over there, and then I've been over here for 5 years. So yeah, it was Australian, then it went up to England, and then it went up to not Irish, and then it went to American, and then I've just been in Colorado since because my dad finished in the army in Colorado. Like the last place he deployed was Colorado, and he's like, "We're not flying all the way back to Ireland. We're staying here." I'm Colombian, so 90% of my family doesn't speak English. I cannot speak any other languages. I mean, I don't even know like the Irish lingo or and stuff. Like I know some Australian stuff. Like you say you gotta punch the prime minister instead of you have to go to the bathroom. You say you have to punch the prime minister. Um, there's some stuff I know, but I don't even know all the other lingo. I just know all the stuff that goes around here, and I can't talk. I can never talk, and it's because there's too many accents. That's the main reason I can never talk, because there's so many accents mixed in my vocal cords that it doesn't know what to do. Whenever I sing, I sound really British, honestly. Yeah, I can't speak Spanish. I can't talk to 90% of my family well. Yeah, like, ugh, I can't talk. I actually have a real boomerang. I mean, I have two, but I'm not gonna grab the other one. I have a real boomerang. This is a real wooden made boomerang that was my grandpappy's, and it still has all the stickers on the back too. I've like never thrown this. I've never thrown this boomerang because it's my grandpappy's and he is not with us anymore, so I've never thrown this. So, yeah. Well, I do just like keep it on my wall just for safekeeping. I just keep it hung up there. I mean, I might throw it one day, but for now, I miss him. He and like currently, I don't have like a lot of grandpappies left. I mean, I have some, but they're like, um, I have uncles. I have loads of uncles, but I don't have any grandpas left in my family. I mean, you could call an uncle a grandpa, but it's not the same thing. Your uncle is not your grandpappy. The grandpappy is special, and I don't have any grandpappies left in my life. I don't have any grandpappies. That's the only memory I have from any of my. I mean, no. Yeah. Where's my bear? This bear. I got this from one of my grandpappies. I honestly forgot his name, but I got it from one of my grand my grandfathers. I forgot his name, and I feel bad for it. I feel bad that I forget my grandpa's names because I say like, "Oh, I missed him so much," even though I can't remember your name. Ugh. But anyway, good lord, it's already 4. Jesus Christ, I need to wake up and like. It's summer. I can sleep until 11 and still get 7 hours of sleep. Yeah, it's summer. I can sleep until 11 and get 7 hours of sleep. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything at very early in the morning tomorrow. My grandpa lives with me. I only met my grandpa on my mom's side once when they don't talk to us. Almost every single person on my dad's side of the family died before I got to meet them, which is sad because I've never met anyone on my dad's side. Besides my dad, of course, I've never met anyone on my dad's side of the family. I never met anyone on my dad's side of the family ever. Sad. Yes, it is. It's mostly sad for him, because me, I'm like, well, I never met them, but I also can't be sad for them because I don't know how they were. Yeah, it's just sad because I never got to meet anyone on my dad's side of the family. He didn't have a lot of people on his side of the family, honestly. And now I have a stepdad, and I know everyone on his side of the family because we all have a giant house in the country. And there's a giant field, and we just go out and shoot bow and arrows all day because that's what people do, right? That's what normal people who live right next to a Walmart do. Honestly, I do. I live right next to a Walmart. It's just like down the street. I could walk to Walmart if I wanted to. Not right now. I love archery. I didn't know you shot a bow. I didn't know you did that thing. I didn't know you did that thingy that we were talking about here. I didn't know you did that. We go out there, we shoot. I have 2 bows. I don't have a bow. I just like borrow ones from them because they have just bows over there that they don't use. I just like, well, I have my own throwing knives, but I don't have my own bow or arrows because I don't have. First of all, I don't have the money, and like I just like, what's the point in buying a new bow when there are just extra ones over down there that they don't use? One is traditional wood, the other one is more modern. My bow isn't even wood. The bow that I use, it's not even made out of wood. I mean, no, is it? I don't know. It's not even wood. It's more like plasticky. I don't know if that's good or not. It might be just like wood that feels plasticky and looks plasticky. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure like plasticky looking wood is a thing. Like like the desks at schools. They're made out of wood, but they sure don't look like it. Maybe. Like, yeah, like think about the desks at most schools. Like, they're made out of wood, but they definitely don't look like it. They look like plastic that's painted to look like wood. Because it feels just like plastic. Plastic. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have any notification. Oh, no, I did. Okay. Oh yeah, they have some cover on them so the students don't get splinters. That makes sense. They probably have that on the bow so people who shoot it don't get splinters. The weird thing is, I like shoot a bow and like throw a knife, but I would never have it in my heart to kill an innocent animal. Like, if an animal kills a man, then I'm fine with it. Like, if bears kill man, man kill bear. It's sense. But like, when has a deer killed a human? Or like a duck, when has a duck killed a human? Like, if animals are bred to be eaten, then that I'm fine with that. Like, if cows are bred to make hamburgers for Burger King, I'm fine with that. But if it's just like an animal just roaming around in the life of the world, like, if an animal kills a human, why can the human not kill the animal? Like, if there's a bear coming after you, or like a mountain lion or a bobcat, I'm pretty sure bobcats have probably killed some people. I would not be surprised if a bobcat has killed at least one bobcat has killed one person. But like, yeah, like, or even like fish. People don't mind fish being killed, but they really worry about mammals because they have fur. I was sad that I shot a rabbit, so I used computers to make it a Nazi, and now I'm glad it's dead. Are you just like making a joke, or did you actually shoot a rabbit? If I shot a rabbit, I probably like send it to a taxidermy and make it a taxidermy. Not somebody who does taxes. Not that kind of taxidermy. It's a Vine level. I know it is, but like it's not a Vine. It's a meme. A Vine is a video. A meme is a picture. Like, not like somebody who deals with taxes. It's a different kind of taxidermy. If I ever shot a rabbit, probably it's like it's when you stuff an animal. Like, I know that seems a little bit weird, but like if I like shot a rabbit and I didn't intend to, I mean, you could probably heal a rabbit. I mean, if it doesn't shoot any like extremely vital organs, then I'm pretty sure it could live. Like, rabbits have very small hearts. I know what a taxidermy is, Llama. Oh, okay, good. There's two types of taxidermies. There's somebody who deals with taxes, and there's somebody who stuffs animals. And whenever I say that, a lot of people think I'm gonna send like a raccoon to somebody who deals with taxes and thinking they can help. Like, no. Like, if I don't know how bear meat tastes, how does bear meat have any of you? I mean, we have one person. I don't know why I'm asking. Have any of you? Because we only have one person. Have you ever had bear meat? What does it taste like? Because like bear kill man, man kill bear. But what does the man and what does the bear taste like? No, I want to know. I want to know what bear tastes like because if an animal kills a human, I'd be fine with killing the animal because it killed a human. But like, if you're just like shooting a deer and the deer's never, I mean, deers, I don't think there's ever been a recorded kill by a deer. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. There was a speeding duck in Germany. There was a duck that was caught speeding by a traffic thing. There was a duck that was caught speeding by a traffic thing in Germany. So anything could happen, but I don't think a deer has ever like killed someone. Like, has anyone ever made a taxidermy of a shark? I'm sure someone has out there. I'm sure some like or a mountain lion, a taxidermy of a mountain lion. That's fine because the mountain lions actually killed someone. But like if it's just like a deer or an elk or something like that, I mean, maybe just maybe an elk has killed someone, but I find that very the odds of that are very low because I don't see how an elk would like its antlers or like a taxidermy of a moose. Mooses kill people. Once the deer stood in front of a car and the car swerved and killed the passenger. How did it not kill the deer? I mean, like, if if it was my life and a deer's, that's a different story. If it was my life versus a deer's life, that's a different story. Because of the swerve. Oh. Like if it was my life versus a deer's life, that's different. Like, sorry deer, but there's a bunch like you, and honestly, I don't see a lot of personality in deers. They just prance around, eat. It's what I see deers doing. They don't have a lot of personality. But humans, they have loads. That's racist. How is that racist? Right? Wouldn't that be dearest? Like, sorry, dear, but I don't want to die. And I'm being honest. Deers don't seem to have a lot of personality. They walk around. They prance around. You said the others were Lyle-it. I know because deers don't seem to have a lot of personality. Like, they prance around. They eat. They hit you in headlights insanely. That's all deers do. We have been talking for an hour and 13 minutes. I need to sleep. I'm sorry, but I need to sleep. It is getting I'll finish these chips. Then I have to go to sleep. I'm gonna finish these chips though. Taxidermy of the devil from Cuphead. Aye, you're actually going to sleep. You're gonna sleep, yeah? Once I finish these chips. Because if I go to bed now and sleep till like 11 because I'm not doing anything tomorrow, I'd still get like 7 hours of sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, but I don't want to stay up for 24 hours straight. It's not a good thing. I mean, I'm wide awake. I could if I want to, but that's not good for your body. Where did that even come from? Everybody says sleep is for the weak. Where did that originate from? Like a TV show or a video game? I hear everyone referencing it, and I reference it too, even though I don't know what it's from. I sometimes say sleep is for the weak whenever I want to stay up, but I fall asleep eventually. It's more of a saying, not a reference. Oh, I thought it was a reference to, like, Game of Thrones or something. That's what it sounds like it's from. Sounds like it's a reference to Game of Thrones or something else similar to that. Okay. Funyuns are finished. It's been around here way before Game of Thrones. Okay. I need to go to sleep bedness. I need to sleepy sleep. I'm not tired, but I need to anyway. So, I will see you all. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow, and goodbye.